Hey, good morning. This is Ogle's Fish Room, and today I am going to make a short video. It's amazing, but I'm going to try to do my best. I'm pretty much just going to focus on a couple tanks. This is my guppy tank. This is a 10 high, or column, as they call it. I've been collecting several pregnant female guppies, and I decided the trick was not to put any males in there because the males have a tendency to eat the babies. Now, I think you can see that I've got several females, which are quite pretty, but I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but there's about 20 to 25 babies. There's some babies right there. Some are light, some are dark. I was hoping you could see some against the background of the sand, but I don't see any right now. Anyway, there are plenty of places for them to hide. There's one of my Cory cats there. There's the little guy right there, but there's a ton of them in here. I'm absolutely thrilled. Went and picked up some females the other day, and by the time I got home, there were 5 babies swimming back. So I was extremely pleased about that. The main reason I'm making this about the guppies is I want to show you these plants. I don't know if you remember the last video I did of how dark there's still some algae on these leaves right there. But this plant, especially the one in front, that leaf right there was totally black with algae. You simply could not see the leaf or any green. There's a little bit left on that leaf back there and this one over here, but I want you to see the job that these guppies have done on algae, because a lot of people do not believe that guppies will do that. Well, guppies, quite frankly, are very residual. Maybe that's not the right word. They're tough little critters, let's put it that way. They've gone through a lot in the wild to survive, and they eat pretty much anything. And algae is one of those things. And they have cleaned these leaves to a point where again, little still left, yes. But this plant here, as I said, the one in front, this one, all this. The one in back was not too bad, but this one here was black. Every leaf was just black, 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 and fuzzy. And they have just cleaned the pudding out of that. So I mainly wanted to concentrate on that, show you my pretty females. I've got all different colors. I am absolutely thrilled with them. The females are $2.99 at Pet Supermarket. Probably the same at PetSmart as well. The males are the ones that can be $5 or $10, which is ridiculous, but I'm hoping that I'm going to get some pretty babies out of the deal. But some of these females I think are gorgeous. We're going to go back. Well, we're going to go wide a little bit here. Okay, I am going to show my, this is my 20 over here. It's got 4 of the sunset grommies. It's got 5 of the lemon tetras, which is what that is in the middle of the screen. Very pretty. And I have just added 7 cherry barbs. The dark red ones, of course, are the males. The brown ones that don't have quite as much color are the females. I still think they're very pretty. That's a female in the back there. And in the front. But you should be able to see the difference. Let me back off a little bit on. This is a beautiful tank. I'm very proud of it. Very happy with it. Anyway, so we've got 4 sunset grommies, 5 lemon tetras, and 7 cherry barbs. They all seem to be getting along okay. Sometimes the lemons, well, not just the lemons, the cherry barbs and the grommies, they're all very mild, good community type fish. They get along well with the group. But in all fish, you're going to have the males kind of being a little peckish on the other males, just trying to establish dominance, territory, etc., etc. So you're going to have a little of that, but that does not mean actual biting. That especially, well, it does in some, but in this particular group, it does not. They just sometimes run at each other and appear to be pecking. But anyway, I'm not sure you've seen that since I planted it a little differently. I'm quite thrilled with it, and I do have the 10 columns sitting right next to it. I'm very, very pleased with both. That's about it. I promised I was going to make a short one. Hold on a second. Hello, I'm back. I just paused to move over here to the other side of the room. This is the 29. I have, I want to say about 16 of the Pristella tetras. That's the ones, some people call them barber pole tetras because of the stripes on their fins. I think they're very pretty. They're very calm. They get along pretty well together. The white one right there is something I just picked up yesterday. Actually, they gave me a deal on him because he was kind of, they weren't buying this anymore. This is a white cave, or blind cave fish is what they call them. Their eyes have evolved to not, they weren't working in the cave, so they evolved not to have eyes, so they just kind of, when I first put him in here, he did kind of run into everything. But I think what they do is they just get used to their area, their tank, their space, whatever you want to call it, their environment, and then learn, just start to memorize where things are, because he seems to be doing quite well right now. As I said yesterday when I first put him in, I felt sorry for him because he was just bumping into everything. But he's doing fantastic right now. He's gotten used to the tank. You can see there, he's really whipping around pretty good. But I felt sorry for him, and like I said, he was the last they had, and they weren't going to order anymore. They're trying to cut down on the fish that just don't seem to sell. So anyway, I got a lone Cardinal Tetra in there. Just can't afford any more of those right now. I did buy one more of the black neon Tetras, which is right in front of you. There's 4, you can see. I had 3, got one more yesterday. He was kind of the last of in the tank as well, so I felt sorry for him. Anyway, you can see the tank is quite full. I am thrilled with how this is planted up and how this looks. Plenty of places for things to hide. As you can see, it's certainly not sparse. Okay, that's pretty much it. Those whipping around at the top are zebra danios. Added a couple of those because I was down to 2. They're a little movie to me, but that's okay. That's okay. They stay at the top. Don't bother the other fish, and they are just tough. Okay, I'm going to end with this. This is my I want to say 15 gallon. It's this. The bottom's dimensions is 20 inches long, 10 back, 10 high is usually the 10 gallon. This is more like 15 high. So it's just a little bigger than a 10 gallon. The footprint is the same, which is why it fits in this. You can see this is on the ground here, or well, a few inches above, but it's on a rack. Anyway, the interesting thing about these guys, I've thought about getting these guys for a long time, but I didn't really have a space for them. When my zebras were down, that's what was in here. My zebras got down to 2. I moved them to the top tank and bought these. I do have several coolie loaches, as you can see in this tank. There's several in the corner there. They do a phenomenal job of cleaning the particles of food that might get down between the rocks, etc. But these are just called white minnows. They are sold as feeder fish, people buy these just to feed their bigger fish. I've just always thought they were fascinating. They don't seem to get sick. They are very resilient, is the word I believe I'm looking for here. And I just thought I'd try them. Now I do have quite a few in here. They sell for, they're terribly cheap. They sell 10 of these for $2.59 at Pet Supermarket. As I said, normally they are, let me get down here a little bit. Normally they are fed to bigger fish, is what they're usually bought for. But I thought I'd give these a home. The tank is low. I am old. I can't get down there on my knees. And well, I do when it's time to clean the filters, but as you can see, I can sit in my chair and see plenty of them, even if some are at the very top. The other ones are so much at the top that sometimes I couldn't tell there was any fish in the tank. So these are just entertaining for me. It's a nice tank. I have put more plants, as you can see. There's some more Valsinaria in the corners here. A lot of Anubias in the back over there. One in the middle in the wood. Another one over here in the back, but also some Valsinaria. Plenty of, as I said, there's probably 4 to 6 Fully Loaches. There's some over in the corner here, making their rounds. But these have really calmed down. They're not as movie as they were when I was, I'm not sure movie is the right word, but again, I'm just enjoying them from movement in the lower tank that is not as easy to see as my other tanks. Okay, we're calling it quits today. Thank you so much. We're going to end on this with this tank. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. I appreciate you watching. Take care of yourself. That's it for me. This is Oval's Fish Room signing out. Take care. Thanks again. Bye-bye.